Happy Wellness Wednesday, everybody. Dr. Kelly here, and today we're starting a brand new educational series about why so many kids get stuck in constant sickness after the holidays, and more importantly, how to actually break that cycle. If your child has been bouncing from one cold to the next, dealing with lingering congestion, ear infections, or just never fully getting back to themselves, this series is for you. We're going to talk about what's really happening inside your child's body, how the nervous system plays a role in immune function, and what you can do to support real long-term healing. So let's start with why kids so often can't seem to kick the sick after the holidays. January and February are some of the hardest months for childhood illness. And while cold weather plays a role, there's something deeper happening that most parents aren't told about. After the holidays, a lot of kids don't just get sick once, they get a cold, start to get better, and then immediately get sick again. It feels like their immune system never fully resets. That's not because their immune system is weak, it's just because their body has been overwhelmed for weeks. Even one night of poor sleep can suppress immune function. During the holidays, most kids experience multiple late nights, inconsistent bedtimes, and disrupted sleep cycles. That alone affects how their body repairs and defends itself. Then there's sugar. Sugar doesn't just cause cavities, it directly interferes with white blood cell activity for hours at a time. When kids are having treats at multiple gatherings over several weeks, that immune suppression compounds. Add in travel routine, changes in constant stimulation and stress hormones stay elevated long after the holidays end. So instead of fully recovering between illnesses, the body stays stuck in a stress state. The immune system never gets back to baseline. What we see is not a weak immune system, but an overwhelmed one. The immune system is trying to work without the proper neurological regulation that it needs. This is why kids seem to live in a constant cycle of congestion, coughs, ear infections, and lingering sickness. The problem isn't that their body doesn't want to heal. The problem is that their nervous system hasn't been able to calm enough to actually allow it to happen. We're so excited to share this series with you and walk through it together. If this helped you, make sure you follow along for the rest. Because there's so much more to come. Let's break down the holiday perfect storm. The holidays are exciting, but for a child's nervous system, they are incredibly demanding. Late nights interrupt growth hormone release, which is essential for cellular repair and immune rebuilding. Stress hormone patterns get disrupted, and it can take weeks, not days, to normalize again. Sugar overload doesn't just affect our teeth. Sugar competes with vitamin C for absorption, increases inflammation, and disrupts gut bacteria. And since most immune function lives in the gut, this does have a major impact. Travel and new environments keep the nervous system in alert mode. Even when the kids seem happy and excited, their bodies are still processing constant change as a potential threat. Then there's sensory overload, loud gatherings, new faces, different routines, and unpredictable schedules. Even positive excitement is still stress on that developing nervous system. Each of these things alone would be manageable, but when they happen together for weeks, the nervous system just becomes overwhelmed. The immune system does not work independently. It is regulated by the nervous system, specifically through the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve controls inflammation, gut, immunity, lymphatic drainage, and stress hormone production. It acts as the body's brake pedal. When the vagus nerve is functioning well, the body knows when to fight and when to calm down. But when stress keeps the nervous system stuck in fight or flight, the vagus nerve can't regulate properly. So the immune system becomes confused. It overreacts to small triggers and under-responds to real threats and just becomes exhausted. That's why many kids look pale, develop dark circles, breathe through their mouths, and never fully clear congestion. They aren't just catching new germs. Their body never finished healing from that last one. A helpful way to understand this is to imagine your child's stress as a bucket. Before the holidays, that bucket might already be partly full from early illness, developmental stress, or just life changes. Then the holidays pour in weeks of stimulation, sugar, sleep loss, and routine disruption, and now the bucket just overflows. And when there's no capacity left, every small stressor becomes a major one. This is why the body stays reactive instead of resilient. The solution is not just more immune boosters. The solution is restoring the nervous system regulation. The order of healing matters. If the nervous system is stuck in stress mode, sleep will not be restorative, digestion will not be efficient, and supplements will not be absorbed properly. So the first priority is restoring the nervous system balance. When the nervous system begins to shift out of fight or flight, the body can finally enter repair mode. Then sleep becomes deeply restorative again. Growth hormone release improves, immune rebuilding can happen. Movement supports lymphatic drainage, which is essential for immune detoxification. Nutrition provides the raw materials for immune cells to rebuild. Once those foundations are in place, immune supports finally work the way they're supposed to. Vitamin C supports white blood cell activity. Vitamin D regulates immune signaling. Probiotics rebuild gut immunity. Omega-3s reduce inflammation. Zinc supports immune cell development. And of course, whole foods provide the diversity the immune system needs. True immune resilience is not built in a weekend. It takes months of consistent support. But when it's rebuilt, children stop living in constant survival mode. They recover faster, they get sick less often, they bounce back stronger. The goal isn't to fight germs harder. The goal is to help the body regulate itself better, because healing starts in the nervous system. Thank you so much for following along with this Wellness Wednesday series. We hope this helped bring clarity, confidence, and hope to your family. And next week, we're starting a brand new series for March all about ADHD in women, a topic that deserves so much more awareness and understanding. You definitely don't want to miss it. Make sure you're following along, and we'll see you next week.